Good morning. Right, we've now got 29 days until Bedford Severe M.E is here again. It's now the second year of our annual Awareness Day for Severe M.E. And that's what this video is about, because I want as many people as possible within our community and outside of our community bubble to get involved. We need to drastically raise the profile of Severe M.E because they are a massively underrepresented part of our community. Simply because they can't participate in so many things that other people in the community can. So I launched, as founder of M.E Foggy Dog and Stripy Lightbulb CIC, I launched Bed for Severe M.E last August, and it was originally going to be on Severe M.E Day. But throughout the day, I felt that some people felt awkward because Severe M.E Day is it's about a very serious topic, and it invokes an awful lot of serious, sensitive, obviously compassionate feelings in people. And it felt like it clashed. So my number one priority back in August last year was to find a new date so that this new, exciting, engaging, and potentially powerful initiative can reach as many people as possible without damaging or impeding anything that already exists for Severe M.E. So this is new, completely detached from everything else. So I decided on the 29th of October, I'm waggling Foggy because this is his new fundraising thing. He doesn't travel around the world anymore. We do this. So 29th of October was chosen with my volunteer Karen because we researched every other awareness day that exists that's acknowledged in the UK, and October seemed to be okay. There is Poppy Day in Remembrance Sunday in November, and there's an awful lot of fundraising in October, but it doesn't clash with other health issues that would so for example, ME Awareness Day is in Mental Health Month, and that causes an awful lot of confusion because one of the first things we say is ME is not psychological, ME is not a mental health issue. Some people may have mental health issues, but it's not a core aspect of their ME. Anyway, so we were like, what on earth date means something in our community? So we settled on the 29th of October. Anyone that pays attention to ME advocacy will know the 29th of October was the date that the NICE guideline was published in 2021. Now, after months and months of controversy, and it was paused, and there was a lot of angst within it from outside of our community towards our community. It was incredibly stressful time, and we all hoped that the NICE guideline would lead to massive change for our community, but it hasn't. We're now 4 years on, and the tangible change is tiny, because you can ask a healthcare professional to read the NICE guideline, they just say no. So the 29th of October is going to be marked in a different way, because the NICE guideline could have created tangible change for people living with severe ME, but it hasn't. So yeah, 29th of October is the second year of our Bed for Severe ME campaign, and I want as many people to take part as possible. So there were 7, but there's now 5 because of lack of engagement last year, and I just thought that's too difficult. That's too much to get people involved in. So there is no longer a song contest, and there is no longer a push to get a single in the charts, because that was a massive flop last year. But this is still happening. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what is included in Bed for Severe ME. So this is our website, mefoggydog.org. You'll see there's all this gumph down here about 29th of October, but there is actually a tab all year round. So about Bed for Severe ME. This tells you all about it and why it's called Bed. So you'll see, wear your pajamas to work. We're asking employers to get their staff to wear pajamas to work and donate £2 per person to raise awareness. I mean, this type of thing is done for many other illnesses. This isn't unique, but just think of pajamas as fancy dress. Don't think, why on earth would I want my employees wearing the pajamas they've just slept in to work? That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to wear pajamas as fancy dress to work. And this is from last year. I am going to be creating new assets for this year. But there are posters and images for you to share on social media. So that's all that. That's work that's going to be updated, ready for this year. I've got 29 days to do that. There is also a badge. I've currently got about 40 of these badges ready to go, and I'm waiting for my inbox to be bombarded. After the cost of the badge is reimbursed to Me Foggy Dog, it's around 50p profit. I kept the price as low as possible so that more people could afford them. So there's around 25p per badge goes to each charity. I'll tell you which charities in 2 seconds. So please do buy a badge, wear it on your clothing, on a rucksack. Last year, people were putting them on rucksacks and literally messaging me and saying somebody saw it, started a conversation on a train, and they said, "Oh, my loved one's got severe ME," and it starts a conversation. It's a very good conversation starter. So Bed for Severe ME is to fundraise for 2 ME organisations, as it says on this page here: Smile for ME and Cure ME, ME CFS Biobank. So I've just created Just Giving pages, so you can donate directly to the charity that you want to donate to out of Smile for ME and Cure ME. Or maybe you've got £5 to donate and want to split it 50-50. So you would just donate 250 to one, 250 to the other. But you have the choice. So Smile for ME put smiles on the faces of patients and their carers by offering gift packages. I love that charity. They do a really good job. And Cure ME is all about research. So it's up to you whether you want to donate for patient support or research. And this is how people living with ME can get involved. So what I'm asking you to do is take photos of you, either you take it yourself or you care a loved one. Take your pictures in your favourite pyjamas and post it on social media. And I want you to talk to people who've shown support and solidarity by wearing their pyjamas to work. So obviously for this to work, we need people outside of our bubble to wear their pyjamas to work. Again, you can also use our graphics, and I'm going to create social media templates for you to copy and paste onto whatever social media platform you use. I'm making it as simple as possible for our entire community to get involved. Okay, so you don't have to, oh, what do I write? What do I write? If you really can't think of anything, copy and paste the message that I include. See this red button here? It takes you through to this page, and you literally copy and paste all this stuff and use the hashtag Bed for Severe ME and PJs and protocol, because as organisations we are still pushing for an NHS protocol for severe ME. I mean, they don't have one for any level of ME, but at least people with mild or moderate ME have CFS clinics. People with severe ME can't access that, and not that those clinics would offer much support to someone with severe or very severe ME anyway. But this is really important, the In Loving Memory Board. I have to admit, I thought this would be absolutely bombarded because we lose so many people in our community. But this has now been running for nearly 18 months, and I think we've got 6 messages. So please, if you are in our community and you have lost someone that you either know in real life who lives with ME, whether they die from ME or not, if they're living with ME and ME was a contributing factor, please add them to this board. And we know that could be via euthanasia, suicide, or any of the main reasons that people lose their lives living with ME. So cardiovascular events and some cancers are common in our community. So because my plan so I'll go through that again. So go to the website, go to add to the In Loving Memory Board, click it, and then you add, see, big letters, add to board. Go there and put your own memories of a loved one, whether you actually ever met them or not. More usually in our community, it's people that you've never met before, but you get a very close relationship with them because they are often the only relationships that we're able to have. So please don't think, oh, I didn't know them in person. It doesn't matter. If you had a relationship with that person, please add them and your memories of that person on the memory board. because my plan is to share it far and wide on the 29th of October to show, you know, the losing people is a key aspect in our community, and it's a growing issue. So that's the 5 ways you can take part. It's mainly pajamas and bed, to highlight that bed is often someone living with severe ME or very severe ME's entire world. It's where they receive health care. It's where they bathe, where they eat. Often they can't lay and watch TV. They might just literally have to lay in a bed with one of those masks on, eye masks and ear defenders, and just be, because they can't function. And that's kind of what I want to draw attention to. And last year I had posters that said, you know, people living with severe ME have stroke-like episodes, paralysis, coma-like states, etc., etc. It's to talk about the lived reality of people living with severe ME, but making it engaging so people outside of our bubble communicate with us and learn. So it's all about pajamas. Whether you are an employer, please do encourage your staff to wear pajamas to work and pay £2 to one of those charities or both. Obviously you can pay more than that. It's, you know, pretty common sense. But yeah, please do buy your badge if you are able to. They are available, and literally if I get an order in the next 5 minutes, it'll be posted in the post by this afternoon. It's an acrylic badge. It's about 1 inch by 1 inch. And everybody that gets one says, oh, really good quality. Yes. And I'm really pleased to say that the organisers of the Carers Assembly that I'm attending at the end of next week will also be wearing Bedford Severe ME badges to support our community and this campaign. So please do buy yours. It is a conversation starter. People that know nothing about Bedford Severe ME, it's an eye-catching badge. It'll be, what's that? I've not heard of that before. And then you point them to our website and they can learn about severe ME. So it's all about starting conversations. So yeah, please do get involved. There are different ways that you can get involved now. Simply help me to raise the profile of the campaign. If you're in our community or outside, get as many people interested as possible. You can buy a badge. You can add information, somebody's name to our kudos board. No restrictions on what you write there. Whatever your memory is, obviously make it polite and sincere. No trolling or anything would be appreciated. I haven't had any of that yet, but it will be removed if there is any. But yeah, please do help me to raise the profile, because as I've just said in a TikTok live, I have been asking for business sponsorship of this event for 18 months and I haven't got anywhere. In part because it's new, in part because it's a risk for businesses and they want to see if it's a campaign that's going to take off. So the more our community gets engaged, the greater chance we have of getting business sponsorship and of having businesses take part and encourage their workforce to help us to raise awareness of people that simply would not be in their workforce now. It might be that a member of staff left work with their moderate ME, but has gradually deteriorated. But they don't know that member of staff can't leave their bed. So yeah, it's a massive conversation starter. I should say that as the same as last year, anyone that participates from home, that takes photographs of themselves in pajamas and shares stuff online, their name, their Twitter handle, their whatever, it will always be Twitter, their Instagram handle, whatever, gets put in a hat. I pick out 2 names and each person gets a pair of pajamas. Tesco is supplying us with 1 pair this year, and I will be buying another pair to give away. So yeah, your chance to win a pair of pajamas, why wouldn't you? And I should say, no, I haven't tangibly got them now. Once I know who's won, I ask you what size, what type, what's your preferred material, because I know a lot of people with ME are sensitive to rough material. So yeah, so you get a pair of pajamas of your choice, but from 2 suppliers. So yeah, please do get involved. Foggy and I are really excited, but we need as many people as possible to get involved, get excited, and help us to make this as big as possible, because I want to raise as much money from inside and outside our community as possible for Smile for ME and Cure ME, ME CFS Biobank. All right, thank you for listening.